right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So we are here to go knock out the opening round and see how well we do. Let's see. I think this time I'm a little bit more not organized than normal. I just need to rearrange my desk here a little bit. There we go. And let's make this a little bigger. All right. So it doesn't look, well, I don't know, let me see. A whole lot of people haven't raced yet. So, about 60-ish, maybe, racing. So let's go ahead and get this started. First race is Michigan. Let's see what that team, the rivals team score is going to be here. $906. Oh, it's Zeus. Yeah, we've raced together before against each other, however you want to say it. I think I'm going to use super glue. Let's see. Yeah, let's use super glue. I have quite a few of those. And away we go. All right, so Phillips is moving up into P3. Rival Phillips is pushing. And we are ahead. That super glue appears to work pretty good in the turns. And we're already getting ready for our first pit stop. Go ahead and get them serviced. Of course, we're shooting no less than like a 74 for each race, because if we don't have that, we won't make it to final round. At least I have some coffee on board and listen to some classic rock. So hopefully that'll help get us through these races here this morning. And then I'll be doing F1 Clash opening round here about 30 minutes after we get done with this opening round here. And then next week is going to be a little hectic because I'm going to be out of state. Probably will be able to record on Wednesday, but after that, I won't have any abilities to record. I may try to actually do a short or something. I don't know. I've never done a short, so maybe that's a good time to do that. we got to get it together here. Let's see. Yeah, they'll be pitting. So we can go ahead and back off here a little bit. All right, we're in P1, P2, final lap. And that will do it for the first race. Race 2. Ugh, Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen in California are not my favorite races, as most of y'all know. Especially when someone's using Logano. It's just aggravating. And look at that crazy score. And of course, Logano. We're going to use compound here. Seems about every opening round or final round, I get pretty decent matchmaking, except for one, and it normally takes me out of the game, out of the competition. Let's see. Let's get back here. Let's push there. And imagine that. We're racing Logano. So to defend against those hard matchmaking, the sooner you can get out ahead of everybody and then manage your fuel, better chance, better luck you'll have. But Logano's known for coming back at the most awkward time to aggravate the strategy. We're going to go ahead and push on in the pits and hope for the best. I think this boost we're using does work well on this track and my driving style. And they're going to pit, so that helps us out. So now we can conserve a little bit. And just need to pay attention to when everybody needs to pit, and we're good to go. If they get within a turn of us, then we'll go ahead and start pushing. But I'd rather just do one more pit stop and call it good. So we'll go ahead and top off. They are tending to get a little closer to us, but I think we'll be all right. Coming up on lap 6 here as soon as we clear the pits. Yeah, so they're not going to pit on this lap, but they might pit on the last lap, which is perfect for us. And they did pit, so that was perfect for us. All right, another 75 points. All right, California. Oh boy, Watkins Glen, right, and then California right after that. And split quality again on that Haley guy. I'm gonna go ahead and use Blam on these. And there goes Haley as expected. Phillips is finishing up his sandwich while he's sitting back and forth. There we go. Everybody's back away, belly full. All right, let's go, folks. There goes Haley again. I'm going to go ahead and go take our first pit stop. And of course, Black runs out of fuel completely. With Phillips not too far behind, And here's their beginning recipe for disaster. But fortunately, the rival pitted, so that's going to help us out slightly. We're going to hold back Phillips a little bit. Hope that Black can get caught up. I have a feeling he can. And let's go ahead and pit and not be silly. Wait too long. Now, Black might be able to catch up with everybody, maybe. And then we'll be squared away. Rival's going to pit that last lap. Yep. Now they go into the pits. All right. P1, P2 again. If we make it to final round, uh, I got a couple boosts I haven't used yet. Michigan again. And I'll use those to experiment. I don't want to experiment trying to get to the final round. Once we get to the final round, it doesn't matter. 914, that's more like it. I think I wish we'd go to a new season and they'd have the different divisions like F1 Clash, and then we kind of just a little bit better organized, and more legit as far as starting over, everybody getting their parts and drivers, because this season has lasted for a couple of years now. So I'm just like, let's start fresh, folks. So I think probably even the pay to play players have pretty much they got everything they need. So I don't see a whole lot of things that they need anymore. Maybe some new drivers, but that's about it. I'm 100% free to play, and I think I have all the drivers, and don't have some of the levels on the components, but if I got it, I know the pay-to-play got it. That's where you see those scores really, really high. All right, moving right along. There we go, back into P1, P2. So we'll go back to neutral. And we'll go ahead and service the old drivers here again. Welcome everybody to the opening round. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And we do races every week pretty much. Like I said, I'll be kind of out next week, but we'll be back again the following week. All right, so we gotta go catch up with Phyllis, but I think he's probably pitting, isn't he? Yep, he is. No, he's not. He made a liar out of me. There we go. We're gonna ignore that pit stop. And we're gonna go ahead and have him conserve, black conserve. Phillips can go on. Now we got enough to go ahead and push through to the finish line and another 75 points. All right. Let's see. We are now up into 24th, race 5 and 6. So that's what it looks like. We got a few more races to go. Darlington. And probably, let's see what boost I want to use. Blam. Probably use Blam. And I've raced this guy before. He shows up every week. And it'll probably be another split quali, as usual. Oh, no. That's all right. We're good. All right. Probably going to change instead of Blam to Compound. And we'll probably end up having to push quite a bit. Just depends on how the start goes. Yeah. As expected. All right. So they'll do well on the turns. And we will go ahead and conserve. all right for the moment. Just trying to conserve and spread out our fuel mileage there. Go ahead and fix that damage while we're in the pits. Darlington is the worst for me. I think it's Darlington, yeah. I wish I had something at the top because I forget. But yeah, it should be easy to pit, but sometimes I have issues with pitting. All right, here we go. Phillips is out. And this is what happened the last time, last weekend. Black ended up way in the back and never caught up. I don't know what happened. But he never could really get to where he needed to be. And see all the damage going on? So we're going to go ahead and pit him early. And we're going to try this strategy because I don't want to get hung up at traffic again. But he just gets beat and banged on every time we race here. And see, he's back in 14th. So this'll, if he can't get caught back up, this will end our chance for final round. So he's just too far back. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. See, now there, Logano, there's all, I don't know what it is about this track, but it just throws everybody off. It really does. All right, if we can get past Black, the rival Black, go, 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 go. Yes. Woo! That was close. That was too close. All right. So you can see how important that was to get that damage fixed, or we wouldn't have been able to do that. All right, 23rd. Richmond. All right, now we're back into the fun tracks. These are just nothing but all out push all the way around, try to get a fastest lap. And there's good old Rams engines. See what we can do here. We'll go that premium boost energy. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Sometime they'll let me. There we go. And we're going to just do pushing the whole way through. We may get about 6 laps, have to pit again, but we got to get ahead of the rival and stay there and just get big distance as we can. And once again, just try and get that final lap. Fastest lap. All right, so we need to go ahead and pit. This is extremely important on this track in Phoenix. Get those tires on there as well if you're trying for fastest lap. We're not going to worry about the damage too terribly much on this. Not yet, at least. And everybody runs out of fuel here. But it's a small enough track, it doesn't matter too terribly much. All right, let's go ahead. Then in there. And we'll go ahead and pin him. Definitely was his damage is bad. We're gonna go ahead and conserve now. Just try to get him catch up with the fuel strategy. All right. Phillips needs to go catch up with everybody now. He's doing a pretty good job of it. Now we're going to go ahead and conserve. Go for broke on this one. On this track, you never want to take a pit stop on that last lap. All right, 75 points. All right, last race. Michigan. And we race this guy every week too, so. All right. I want to use something that's really, maybe super glue again. That seemed to work pretty well. We could do Spectre. Let's use super glue. And this will be the last race, and then, like I said, I'll be doing F1 Clash opening round here, roughly 30 minutes after we wrap up this race. I forgot it was Friday yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh. So like late last night, I was trying to get all my opening round notes together, and I was like, well, I may make it. All right, let's see. Can we conserve? No, we really don't want to conserve a whole lot. I even go to neutral. I think we're going to treat this like Phoenix. We'll see how they respond as far as pit strategies go. They're going around, so that's good for us because that means more than likely they'll pit last lap. So all we have to do is just stay with our pit strategy. Not do anything too crazy. And we're going to push on by the pits just like that, and go back and conserve. And I think we go one more time. Yeah, we'll go one more time around for black. And we'll push right now with him. And go ahead and pit him next. I used not to split pit strategies between the two drivers, but recently it seems the need for that because some of the newer players are doing a little different strategies. So to combat that, I've had it kind of change. So, all right, now we just got to go and push as much as possible, get around the rival. We're going to go ahead and conserve. And by conserving them, we're able to go ahead and push on through to the finish line and still not have to pit. So, all right, P1, P2. All right, well, that will take care of everything. We'll go ahead and crack open, I think, some crates, boost something. We'll get back over here. Let's see where we're at. See if our fastest lap said any good. It did so far. So we're P1. There's quite a few that probably still have to race. Yeah. So 40, yeah, about 60-ish, 70. Oh, look at all these. Okay. They added when I was gone. All right, let's see. Free pit pass. Get 6 gems. And then we'll get that spinner boost. And more gems. I'll do a little spinner thing here, which I'm horrible at with this one. Always ends up on 5.1. Oh, well, we got a couple more gems. That's good because we could go to the store and get, some boosts or whatever. All right. Well, that will do it for opening round. Thanks, everybody, for supporting me in the channel and on the way out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you're racing any opening rounds or anything, good luck this weekend. Have a good one.